Get lost. Offer whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. Stat. Ah, thanks so much for tuning in, Jestro. I appreciate you stopping by, and just enjoy your sleep and the rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Jeez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Okay, point taken. Hey, Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. I'm not sure... Not that they're gonna do much good in this doom-forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Let's see... Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly find just a list of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Ha ha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Goblinoid tongues! You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak goblin. Sort of. Alright. Leaf through The Legend of Curly's Meat. The book tells of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. Make like a tree and leaf. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Probably. Read a little. Okay, well, still can't find a goddamn needle. The goblin shouts, I'm Gary. Hi, Gary. Hi, hello. Hello, I am Gary. Who are you? Well, I'm Katerina. Hello, Katerina. Good to meet you. What Katerina doing down here? Oh, you know, just looking around. Oh, hey, Gary likes to looking too. Gary now looking for a way out of this dump. Gary not having much luck, though. Where are you trying to go, Gary? High away, and far up for popping. Popping, and then new Gary everywhere. Everywhere. Settle down, Gary. Gary doesn't like to settling. Gary wants to traveling and popping. If Katerina going far up and high away, maybe you taking Gary with you, eh? I'll think about it. I want to take Gary. Gary needs to come with us. Is there one in this one too? A needle! Heck yeah! To the mine! We found needles! I'm so excited. Tools! Yep, there's needles and haystacks. Pick the lock. We got item. Crowbar. Sweet! Level 1. Grab one. Add blasting cap. Press the plunger. Kaboom! You see the dark horse. Oh wait, I'm gonna look through here first. Meat! Dig. A silver nugget. Approach her. Hey there, girl. I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like crippling introverteds away from you. Oh my god, this has to be our minute. reassure her. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum, yum. She styles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. You reach out to pat the horse. The horse ducks and steps further back into shadows. Look, see, they're fine. You take a handful of oats and toss them out. Ugh, it's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. Okay, pat her on the nose. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrinking slightly as you pat her on the nose, but she doesn't actually flee. So that's something. There's a good girl. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures behind you. You take a look. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn around, she's gone. Choose Dark Horse? Alright. That's 2 for Dark Horse. We'll let you pick something later, Spiderling. Can you sell me a horse? The dark one. Good choice. She's a sneaky one. I'll sell it to you for 1,000 meat. When you say sneaky, well, she's real quiet and she likes dark places. Great, I'll take her. Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. Give her a name. Slim Shady.
I'm not dead.
Katy Perry Dark Horse starts blasting. Oh, if only. Alright, we're sticking with Slim Shady, right?
Well, excuse me, princess.
We're sticking with Slim Shady? Alright. I'm gonna hit OK. Going once. Going twice. Slim Shady! Want to name your horse Slim Shady? Yes. Alright then, Slim Shady the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You got an item. Southeast-west map. Alright. And we're ready! Okay. Alrighty then, you were properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, someone to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support, who you take with you. Alright, we got Crazy Pete, we got Susie, and we got Gary. Or we can go it alone. Come naturally to me. So, just be 2 4-8, leave it to a girl. We're gonna take Gary. You head back to Saloon's basement and smuggle Gary out under your coat. Hit the trail. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? You can always change this later in the option. I want to start spending it manually. Okay, you now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Open your character screen when you want to spend experience. Check your map. You consult the southeast-west map the hostler gave you. It only lists 2 things. The town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Discover new location, town of Dirtwater. Okay, let's head for